Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new spoiler review of a new TV show. Already on this channel, I've done 10 weeks of spoiler reviews of Lovecraft Country, and today, Season 2 of The Mandalorian just came out on Disney+. Now, every single Friday, I'll be giving my spoiler reviews of all the episodes of the new episodes, of The Mandalorian Season 2. So before we get into this spoiler review of the brand new first episode, the premiere episode of The Mandalorian, please let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts of this first episode. Is this already better than season 1 to you? Is this your favorite Mandalorian episode? Tell me about your future predictions down the line. Do you like that big reveal at the end of the episode? Tell me all of that in the comment section down below. Also, please like this video, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll tell you more about more videos down the line at the end of this review. So let's get into it. By the way, before we once again start, if you didn't see the tagline, this is once again a spoiler review. So if you've not seen episode 1 of The Mandalorian, please watch the episode, then come back here and join me for this spoiler review. So I was really, again, I'm the biggest Star Wars fan. If you follow this channel very thoroughly and you've been watching some of the live streams I've been doing with Joe, Baldwin, and myself, we talk Star Wars a ton. We know a lot about Star Wars. I've seen all the movies, Clone Wars, Rebels. I've read books. This is my thing, and I really enjoyed season 1. I think it's easily one of the best Star Wars we've gotten since possibly Revenge of the Sith, in my opinion. And I think Mandalorian is such a different type of Star Wars content, a very Western-driven show with the Mandalorian played by Pedro Pascal. And again, this episode was really, really good. A great way to start the season. I'll say the first half is better than the second half, but the first half is exactly what I want it to be. And this actually, more than the entire show so far, really connected itself to the Skywalker saga type of story. We got 2 big reveals this episode. The first one was that we knew that Timothy Olyphant would be in the show. Who would he be playing? And we were wondering when Mandalorian goes back to Tatooine after that great opening fight that we saw in the trailer. We see Amy Sedaris is back. And then he has to go to this bar, and he says, "We looking for that Mandalorian in Tatooine." So we kind of assume Boba Fett or even Bo-Katan. But it was a guy in Boba Fett outfit, but it was not Boba Fett. It was Timothy Olyphant, who was basically the head of this area. I forgot what they called the area, but it's a different region in Tatooine. And they have a really good relationship. Olyphant does a really good job. Probably the only time we'll see Olyphant in this entire show, in my opinion. They do like to put these famous actors in for an episode and have their arc. And it feels like Olyphant's arc is probably done for, which would be very interesting to see. But maybe we could get some backstory on why. We'll talk about why he could actually be a major factor at the end of this review. But the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda are together, and they have to make a change. Because I love how loyal the Mandalorians are to each other. He sees that a person who is not a Mandalorian is wearing the armor. So he takes it very personally, like, I need that armor back to take it back to my people. And he says, I'm here to protect these people. So they make a deal to kill this worm, this sandworm again, that we've seen in like Dune, for example. And it said, if I help you out, I'll take the armor, and that type of stuff. And that's what happens in this episode. And we get to see really the first time anyone interact with the Sand People. We've seen Sand People pop up, and obviously in New Hope, and they popped up in both Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. And we haven't seen them, of course, across Star Wars, but not in this factor of anyone communicating with them. And it was cool to see our hero work with the Sand People, people that we were all fascinated in, but haven't really gotten a lot of. And I really, really, really enjoyed that part of the show as well. Again, it really feels like a Western. Ludwig Göransson, who returns to do the score for this season, is utterly one of the best composers, I think, working today. He's done such a good job in his career in The Mandalorian. He won an Emmy for his score in The Mandalorian, and he should be considered again this season as well. This is a terrific score. He does different types of tones, just like what John Williams does for his music. Ludwig mixes in his theme throughout the entire episode. It was great. Now, the one big nervous part I had was, would this be a 30-minute show again? Because last season, it was really 35 to 45 minutes, and maybe the last 2 episodes were over that. But this episode, boom, comes out, and it's basically 55 minutes. So they came out flying. They did not do a quick episode. They went a pretty long arc here on Tatooine, which I really enjoyed. I think they needed to come out flying. Everyone was asking for longer episodes, and that's what we get off the bat. And once again, the Mandalorian has and the aspect ratio, by the way, Great direction. And by the way, Jon Favreau directed this episode. Everyone knows he's the creative head. He created the show, wrote it, and produced it. But he did not direct any episodes of the show last season because he was working on The Lion King and directing that. So to this year, we were told that he would be directing some episodes, and he directs the first one. And in the middle of that big fight, once the fight in the third act of this episode starts, the aspect ratio opens up, and the whole screen is covered by what's going on. I thought that was masterfully directed by Favreau, who did a really good job with that. So at the end of the day, Pedro Pascal's character, the Mandalorian, kills that creature with the sand people and those people in Tatooine who were ran by Oliphant, and they win. So Oliphant gives the Mandalorian the armor that he took for looks like to be Boba Fett, and then Mandalorian goes off with Baby Yoda to search for an actual Mandalorian, and then there's a guy with a hood, and we learn that there is Tamora Morrison, who has been rumored to be playing Boba Fett. It seems like Boba Fett. Some people are trying to put out some Rex theories. It does seem like Boba Fett has the armor that Timothy Oliphant's character was wearing. It seems like that's why he's disheveled. They talked about this. They were in the Sarlacc pit. As I said, the connective tissue. They talk about how the Return of the Jedi ending affected this part of the galaxy, which I thought was really cool. So it had real stakes in it. You know, you knew the Mandalorian wasn't going to die when he got eaten by that creature, but a great ending. Boba Fett seems like he'll be in the show, possibly chasing the tail of our Mandalorian, and I can't wait to see Tamora Morrison in the show more. We did not see Gina Carano. We did not see Carl Weathers. We did not see Giancarlo Esposito this episode. So hopefully we'll see those people down the line. But overall, I don't give scores on these spoilers. I just give you my breakdown and my thoughts. Really, really enjoyed this episode. I'll probably give it like a 4 out of 5, like an 82%. Like I really, really enjoyed this episode. I mean, it did feel like very much like last season on a different adventure. And I really did enjoy that Western feel to it. I really, really enjoyed this episode. Actually, I really can't think of a score right now. So I really, really enjoyed this episode of The Mandalorian. I'm really excited for the future. Tamora Morrison looks like he's confirmed in it. We already got Timothy Oliphant. Will that mean that Rosario Dawson will be Ahsoka in this show? Will we see Katie Sackhoff as Bo-Katan? There is so much more questions out there. So that's why in the comment section, guys, let me know your thoughts of this spoiler version of episode 1. Let me know your favorite parts, your least favorite parts. Tell me your future predictions. How do you think Ahsoka could be connected? Could Bo-Katan be in the show? Sasha Banks, by the way, I'm a big WWE fan. She was not in this episode. Where will she connect into the story? I'm really pumped to see where the show goes. And by the way, every Friday, I'll be doing these spoiler reviews. If you want to follow me on social media, that's in the description below. Please like this video, share, subscribe, ring that bell. Later today, I'll be doing all my 10 October movies that I saw ranked because we're at the end of the month. I'll be filming that today and probably putting it out today as well. So ring that bell so you know when that will be notified. And every Friday, stay tuned because the Mandalorian Season 2 spoiler reviews will be coming to this YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next one.